I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Indianapolis Colts. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Complete to Devontae.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll throw right away. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
For it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
That's good.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dalton Keene hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line.
23 yards.
23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long.
And then the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Ryan is on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, it's Taylor. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Jonathan Taylor.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier. The tackle made.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 20.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Gain of 10. First down, Colts.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. They'll run with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. To Taylor on first down. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Makes the score Colts.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Into coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now and then open down the middle of the field. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. The give to Taylor. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target.
And it's 3rd and short.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Carr. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And down inside the 15 it goes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And a heavy traffic, and it's in. The ball is knocked out, and I think they're going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll set up a throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The pickup brings up 2nd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Raiders take over. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
It's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. This equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Tanner Muse in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Colts 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Gets through and now an opening. And he's free going down the left side. It's a flag. Jonathan Taylor standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Scored Colts 42, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun now for Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brings up
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Carr. This one complete to Gafford. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Derek Carr.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Got a man wide open, complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. From the gun, Mariota. Stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Operating from the gun, Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Ball carrier.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
His first carry, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They run again with Hines. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr looking left side and completing it to Thomas. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. For a loss. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target.
And it's second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again.
Carr. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Rico Gafford, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Today's final
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, touchdown.